Hey everyone, it's Callie with Chasing Neverland Travel. I am coming to you early with my coffee because we have a lot of updates that were just shared about Disney park experiences at D23 in Anaheim at Disneyland this weekend. So if you don't know, D23 is a massive fan event that Disney puts on, and there are loads of announcements that are made throughout the entire D23 weekend. They have made announcements about new movies, new shows, new series, attractions, technology. And what we're going to focus on today is just all the news about the parks. So a lot of things to cover, but wanted to share some of my excitement because I woke up this morning after being online, following along in real time with all of the announcements as they were late and breaking over the course of Pacific time. I live on the East Coast, so woke up really excited this morning and wanted to share my excitement with all of you because I think that Disney has made some massive commitments and announcements. And what is really exciting to hear is that these things are already in the works. So these are not pie in the sky ideas that they're maybe thinking about doing. These are all things that are actively being worked on, that are working on timelines, and some of these things will be opening as early as 2025. So let's jump into all the details and kind of talk about what was released and announced last night. So we're going to start with Disney World parks in Orlando because there's a lot of announcements that happened for Disneyland, for Disney Cruise Line, and for Disney World in Orlando. So we'll start there. First, we're looking at a brand new Monsters Inc. themed experience over at Hollywood Studios. So I think for a lot of us who have little kids, myself, my kids are 6 and 4, there aren't a ton of things for them to do at Hollywood Studios right now. They're a little intimidated by things like Slinky Dog, but they do love Toy Story Land. They do like Star Wars, but don't fully understand the commitment and the immersion of that world. And they're not riding Rock and Roller Coaster. They're not riding Tower of Terror just yet. So for them, I'm really excited to hear that they're going to put some new things in that are going to be really targeted to kind of families of all ages, kids of all ages, and giving a little more attention and time to the Monsters Inc. experience. What sounds really cool about this is it looks like there's going to be a bit of a ride that has the doors. If you remember from Monsters Inc., they're hanging from doors, they're flying through different areas. There will be a ride vehicle similar to that experience where you'll feel like you're hanging below a track, and it looks really awesome and thrilling and exciting. So Hollywood Studios will be getting a Monsters Inc. Attraction, and looks pretty amazing from the photos and the renderings that we have, which I will put in here too. This is slated to begin construction in 2025, so we can expect more information about opening dates later. All right, moving from Hollywood Studios, we're going to go over back to Magic Kingdom right now. Magic Kingdom has a lot going on. It is the one park where there already are the most attractions to take in, the most rides, the most experiences, and that is only going to grow and get bigger and bigger with some of the announcements for Magic Kingdom. So first, for those of you who have been to Disneyland and know all about Radiator Springs and all of the Cars themed areas there, get excited. We're bringing one to the East Coast. So in Orlando, they will be breaking ground in 2025 to build out a Cars themed experience. You're going to have your favorite characters. You're going to have some rides. It's going to be fun for the whole family. So again, thinking about all ages being able to participate. And this is going to live in the Frontierland area. So thinking about where Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is, where Tiana's Bayou Adventure has been reopened, we can expect a really awesome Cars attraction and experience over there coming soon. So again, little friends, we're bringing Cars over to Orlando, and I think it's going to be really well received over at Magic Kingdom. All right, what else do we have? My favorite, potentially, there's a lot of things I'm excited about, and I might say this more than once. So for now, for this moment in time, my favorite announcement is a brand new land at Magic Kingdom. And when I think about Magic Kingdom, I think to myself, how could you possibly put more here? It's already a park that my family likes to spend 2 days in because of so many things to do, things to explore, food to eat, and rides to ride. But now we're going to have a new land added to Magic Kingdom, and it's going to be a Villains Land. This is something that is going to thrill a lot of fans of Disney and classic movies. But what you will see is the villains get their own spotlight, and they will be cast into their new land. We're expecting things like restaurants, we're expecting shops, and attractions in this new Villains Land at Magic Kingdom. Construction begins soon. No ETA on opening date yet, but we're really thrilled about this. I think a lot of massive fans have been waiting for something like a Villains Land to come. And so here it comes. It's coming to Magic Kingdom, which feels really right. Given that the princesses are there, we will now have an opportunity to visit with our villain friends, more than just around certain special events like the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, or different after hours events when they do have villains in the parks. So I will bring you a lot of news on that one in particular because I'm super excited about it. All right, let's go over to Animal Kingdom. So Animal Kingdom, I think, doesn't get a lot of love. Animal Kingdom is an absolutely beautiful park, but there aren't a lot of things to do outside of exploring the animal experiences. There are some rides and attractions, but again, if you're not really into Avatar, you kind of miss out on why that world is so exciting. And so we are looking forward to a lot of updates coming to Animal Kingdom. So first, they're introducing the tropical Americas at Animal Kingdom, which we've all been wondering, when are we going to bring some Encanto into the parks besides character meet and greets? And it looks like we're going to have a really amazing Encanto themed casita and world in this new tropical Americas section. This is about 11 acres that they're planning to put in to this whole new land. And so I think we can expect big things there. They have never disappointed in terms of building out massive immersive experiences at Animal Kingdom, such as Pandora. So big things here. There's also going to be an Indiana Jones style attraction at Animal Kingdom. Now, some of you are thinking, Indiana Jones, why Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones has always had a presence in Disneyland and had a really original attraction there that people love. So we'll get a different version of that, but a whole different kind of experience with Indiana Jones, and we will bring that over to Animal Kingdom Park. So stay tuned for more, but lots of changes in Animal Kingdom. We are expecting this to open in 2027. So because it's so big and there's a lot happening, it'll take some time to kind of get that up and running. And as they've already announced, Dinoland USA, we will be saying goodbye to at some point, but you do have some more time to enjoy it. If your family loves Dinoland, make sure to make that part of your trip in the next year or two. All right, lounges. Now, for those of you who look for a quiet place to enjoy maybe a cocktail or a mocktail, and kind of get away from all the busyness in the parks, there are two new lounges that are coming to Disney World, and they're actually going to be opening in 2025. So these are coming really soon. The first is at Magic Kingdom Park, which we know we don't get a lot of lounges at Magic Kingdom Park. It's something we expect to see more in Hollywood Studios and in Epcot, but we are getting a Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge in Adventureland in 2025, which I think will be great. I think it's a great location to put it. There's some obvious spots that I think all of us can think of over by Tortuga's Tavern that would be great for a Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge. So that's coming soon. And then over at Epcot, there will be a Spaceship Earth themed lounge. This iconic golf ball or space ball that you see in the front of the park is going to get a lot more love and attention from this lounge. And so more to come on what that will look like, but that is something that will open in 2025. Test Track. Test Track has been getting some revision, I would say, at this point, and they did announce that Test Track will continue to be reimagined at Epcot and racing into 2025 with some updates. So Test Track is a little bit dated. I think all of us love that ride, but we also know that it needs a little love and attention. So they're going to be bringing that more into the current era, as it were. There's going to be some updates to some of the building, the ride itself, and we expect that to happen pretty soon because that work is already underway. So now we have a little more detail about what is happening at Test Track, presented by Chevrolet. So it may just get a lot more love and attention and be one of the more early updates to open, as it's already actively being worked on right now. So I'll drop some more information in the comments as well, just so that you can take a look at what's happening at Test Track. All right, back to Hollywood Studios. New adventures in Star Wars. Galaxy's Edge is going to get some updates to kind of one of our favorite Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run attractions. We're going to be now incorporating the Mandalorian and Grogu into that experience. So wanting to make sure that we continue to keep rides that are classic favorites from the original series, and keeping them relevant for new and emerging fans. As I'm hopeful that my kids become Star Wars fans the way that I was growing up. And I think things like this, like really getting some fresh updates to rides like Smuggler's Run, bringing in some of the newer characters that they're really excited by, could go a long way in really getting people excited about that ride again. Right now, I think it kind of takes a backseat to so many other things that are happening, especially in Galaxy's Edge. But we'll see what this looks like in the future here. This should likely happen and open in 2026. So just kind of giving you a general time frame. All of the times are subject to change. Things happen, life happens. Things don't always go according to plan. So keep that in mind when you're booking. We don't really know opening dates, and we will not know those for quite some time. All right, now this is an announcement that I think has been, we've been waiting for something to come back, right? Those of you who have been Disney fans for a long time, maybe grew up going to Disney, you may remember the Main Street Electrical Parade. Now, this was an amazing nighttime parade, all lit up. You can sometimes still hear the music, like in your head is what it sounds like, but we have not had a nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom for quite some time. And that the exception would be Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party with Boo to You, or Mickey's Very Christmas Party with the nighttime Christmas parades. But we are excited to see that in summer of 2025, so just a year away, we will get a new parade, a nighttime parade that's going to come back to Magic Kingdom called Disney Starlight. This artwork that they have for this looks incredible. Looks like it's going to include people like the Good Fairy from Peter Pan, and there's some Frozen elements here, but really excited to see what they can bring to life at night with lights and magic, and have a nighttime parade for all of us to kind of get back to and enjoy as we used to with the electrical pageant parade. All right, that's it for Walt Disney World right now. There's a lot of announcements with Disneyland. There's things like Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening up on November 15th of 2024. So that's just around the corner. And then we also have some new things, like in 2026, they're going to begin Coco, a Coco attraction, which will be great over in Disneyland. Also coming to Disneyland is an Avengers experience. This is something that at California Adventure Park, I think people have been guessing is coming, but really investing more time and energy into new experiences that are all themed around the Avengers. That's going to be something that I think most people are excited about, including the Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab, which we don't know much about, but looking forward to hearing more. That is something that is going to be started soon, so no ETA when that would open. Now, another special fan favorite is that we are expecting in 2025, so just next year, a little visit from our favorite person, our favorite creator, Walt Disney. A Walt Disney, A Magical Life will begin playing at the Main Street Opera House at Disneyland, and this is going to include an animatronic and audio animatronic figure of Walt himself. Thinking of something similar to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, this will be a chance for people to see and hear from Walt Disney in the most realistic way possible. That again, that's going to be opening in 2025. So I think that's a really great nod back to Walt's original park and all that he's been able to create and inspire all these years since. All right, those of you who are excited about Pandora in Orlando, get excited because there's going to be more Avatar-themed Pandora coming to California Adventure Park and Disneyland. So just like we're bringing some things from Disneyland over to Disney World, we are doing the same and going to the West Coast with new Pandora experiences, all themed and inspired by Avatar: The Way of Water. So stay tuned for that. Again, no ETA for when that would open up, but we're really seeing Disney take an intentional moment to bring some of the most popular attractions and themes from one side of the country to the other, and back and forth. So we're learning a lot as we go about what that's going to look like. And so stay tuned here. We'll continue to bring you some more updates as we get them. And then finally, Disney Cruise Line made some announcements that we are expecting to have a whole additional fleet of new ships that are going to be coming and sailing between 2027 and 2031. So we're expanding the number of ships we can expect to see. I'm imagining really great destinations, and we will hear more details about the Disney Treasure and the Disney Destiny, which are the two ships that are about to come into the fleet. So big growth across all aspects of the Disney parks and Disney experiences. D23 was just buzzing with energy last night. All of us who were not there in person have been following along and are super thrilled to hear about some of this news. I think this is going to be massive for Disney. I think that one of the things we have to be mindful of is as these things are happening, there's going to be construction, there's going to be walls up again, like we've seen in different parts of the parks, but looks like they've really staged out these different openings over the course of a couple of years. So we should be able to really enjoy our experiences anytime we visit between now and when all of these great new attractions, lands, and activities open up. So thanks for listening. Hope you're as excited as I am. If not, maybe you're a little more excited now after hearing about it. And stay tuned for more updates from me and from all of us at Chasing Neverland Travel. All right, have a great week. Bye.